And here we are in Lakeside, California at the VFW post. It's a beautiful day, winter day in Lakeside, right next to Lindo Park Lake. And we're with a very special historian and longtime resident. And we'll let you introduce yourself to us.
Good morning. My name is Robert Harding, and my wife Betsy Harding works at the Lakeside Union School District office about 22 years now in the human resources area, so she allows me to be Dusty Rhoades. And a lot of people ask about Dusty Rhoades, which is a fictitious name that was given to me. Today I'm here because of my 25th anniversary of my lifetime membership.
Let me zoom in on that. Of what?
The Lakeside Historical Society lifetime member. What's interesting about this card is a very fantastic lady named Shirley Anderson signed it. Her husband was Ralph Anderson that started Anderson Drilling. They own the hill where EC letters are on. And in the 40s, he was drilling wells all over here. Post-World War II, he really went crazy and made the biggest drilling machine in the world at one time. But anyway, a lot of people always ask me, why are you so interested in the roads? And because Ron's doing this interview of me, I'm going to tell you why. For one thing, I've got all the time in the world now between these two armrests, and my wife supports me doing this, so I've got tons of time to work. But my family were general engineering contractors. I acquired my C12 earthwork and paving license in the mid-90s. I did my surveying classes at Cuyamaca, so I got 25% of the LSIT stuff to be a surveyor grade checker. I had my little excavating business. I grew up with all my excavating buddies around here. I worked in rock quarries. And so therefore, you understand why the roads are so important to me. I love the rocks around here, all the different types of granite. I love how the buildings were built. I recognize even the aggregate that's in them. So there's my unique little perspective. And then another reason I love this town so much is when I was growing up, all our little girlfriends rode horses bareback, even down Woodside. And it was a fantastic place to grow up. So my heart is in it, and now I have time to really study a different aspect of it. You know, every historical society talks about the churches, the businesses, the schools, but no one actually talks about the granite pit, the sand pit, or how they built the road. So now you see, I have a lot of time to do this. My background and my heart is in those areas. And so yeah, I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna have my breakfast. We got our Rick Smith Award winner, Penny McMahon, in there. We got Colleen Owens, our new co-vice president of LHS. Of course, I've got the wonderful Ron here doing this, which he does a lot of things for the community. But anyway, I've always gotten a lot of that of why I do what I do, and it's pretty a special connection of all those backgrounds that bring me to what I'm doing. I love this town of Lakeside. The boathouse over there, my wife was able to have her 25th silver anniversary pictures taken in it. And I always tell her, if you look at the Lakeside School papers, it always has a little boathouse in the corner. So now we're a part of that too. And anyway, I'm going to stay connected to Lakeside for the rest of my life. I'm 61 years old, and I'm going out in this town.
And Dusty, I always call Lakeside the gem of East County. Just real briefly, what's so special about Lakeside? And secondly, can you give us some links if people want to look up the Historical Society, you if you have a web page, some projects you're doing now. There's all kind of things going on. And they can get involved in any community all over the world as far as the history, not just in our local small community.
What makes it so lucky for me is in my backgrounds, this area right here we're sitting in was surrounded by granicular hills. And then in the plains was an alluvial wash. And all the watershed comes off, and we had a protected, filtered, clean water. It was pure, it was clean, it tasted good. It was all within 5 feet of the surface, so windmills that lift pumped were able to supply this. Now at the same time, we had one of only 2 lakes in all of Southern California. The other one was Lake Elsinore. So then at that point in time, we had a railroad come in. So we had a stage road going to Julian for the gold. So everything interconnected to this area that was allowed with fresh water to support an inn, to support orchards, to support a train station. And there's nobody that can put all those different things in one spot in those days. And we're sitting right here in this one little basin. They had it all. So that's kind of a plus that I get to be added to for my time growing up here. As in links, we have a wonderful webpage, Lakeside Historical Society. You should go on it. We have a, gosh, I wish I could remember the
That's
gal's
on
name.
Facebook, correct?
And no, it's a actual website.
Oh, that's right.
A Lakeside Historical Society. And then of course you've got your Facebooks, and then Dusty does everything. But I haven't let the cat out of the bag, and Billy was always telling me to tell him who you are. Nobody really knows who Dusty Rhoades is, and now they could say it's Rob Harding. So anyway.
And lastly, Dusty, what would you like to tell the community? If somebody wants to get involved in different things, there's so many things that if people have the time and they want to devote their time, there's no pay involved, but there's a pride of getting involved. What can they get involved in, and how can they get involved, and who would they contact?
The more people, like my goal is, the more people that I get sucked into history, or the more people that like history, it's better for the community, because then people start to love their town. That's the whole reason why I'm doing, other than being a history junkie all my life. So if you can go to the Historical Society or get involved with MARA, get involved with anything that has to do with the center of this town, the Rodeo Association, do it, because the more people that gather on that, the more people will love it, respect it, pick up the trash, talk good about it, and that's just what we do. In fact, I got a funny story. Urban Cowboy came out in 1980, big famous movie. I had never seen such a fun-loving cowboy craze go on in this town as the early 80s. We had all the concerts at the rodeo grounds. We had Waylon, Willie, all of them. And even the El Cap high school annuals were geared to the gals wearing their cowboy hats, the feathered bands. And we really went first early 80s as a cowboy town. And that's what Lakeside is, an actual cowboy town. We kind of got back into it. It's kind of fell off, and we're bringing it back. And that's what we need to bring back. So
all right.
Bring this little cowboy town back.
Thank you so much, Dusty. I'm sorry to interrupt your breakfast with Betsy. Thank you.